All right, let's jump right in. We all use automation, right? To connect all the different pieces of our digital lives. But what if the way we do that is about to fundamentally change? Today, we're talking about Flow, a project that's aiming to build the automation layer for what it's calling Web 4, a new, truly decentralized web where you're in charge. I mean, think about it for a second. The tools you're probably using right now, like Zapier or IFTT, when you connect your Gmail to your Slack, who's that company sitting in the middle? Who's holding the keys to your accounts? It really makes you ask a pretty important question. Who's really in control here? And this slide just lays it all out perfectly. On one side, you've got the old way, Web 2 automation. You've got that centralized middleman, a corporation is always in control, and you're handing over your keys. But on the other side, you've got the promise of Web 4. We're talking sovereign automation, where you're the one in control, using your own keys. It's a huge shift from basically renting your digital connections to actually owning them. So let's really frame this problem. You could almost think of it as being stuck inside a Web 2 cage. Look, your digital life feels incredibly powerful. There's no doubt about that. But let's be honest, it's fragmented across dozens of different platforms. And at the end of the day, it's not really yours. It's controlled by a handful of giant companies, it's built on their rules, and your access can be shut off at any moment. You're basically just playing in someone else's sandbox. So, how do we get out of that cage? Well, the solution being proposed here is a move toward a truly sovereign future. And that's exactly where Flow steps into the picture. The way Flow sees itself is as the nervous system for this new web. Its whole job is to be the connective tissue, sending signals and coordinating actions between all the different parts of your digital universe. And, this is key, it bridges the old Web 2 services we all still use with the new emerging Web 4 platforms. Okay, that sounds really great in theory, but how does this thing actually work? Let's pop the hood and take a look at the engine. The whole system is really built on three core pillars. First, you've got AI agent orchestration. Second, there's this new idea called sovereign identity, or UIID. And third, a visual logic builder that you use to tie everything together. Let's break each of these down real quick. So this first piece, sovereign identity, or UIID, is absolutely crucial. Think of it like your universal digital passport. Instead of giving some central service your actual password, which, can be lost or stolen, UIID uses cryptography to just prove that your actions are yours. Every single automated task is signed by you and only you. It guarantees it's authentic without you ever having to hand over the keys to the kingdom. Now, let's talk about that next pillar, because this is where it gets really fun. AI agent orchestration is all about giving you your own personal digital workforce. You're not just setting up a simple if this, then that rule. No. You give these AI agents a goal, like, hey, go find me the most important articles about AI today. And they can go out, browse the web on their own, summarize the best stuff, and share it exactly where you want it.
And this is how you become the conductor of that workforce. The Visual Logic Builder makes it super simple. You can literally just drag and drop to connect the dots. So a trigger, like a new email arriving, kicks everything off. Then an AI agent can step in to do a task, like summarizing the email. And finally, boom, it takes an action, like posting that summary right into a Discord channel for your team.
So now that we get the components, what can this new digital workforce of yours actually connect to? What can it really do? Well, the answer is a lot. Seriously. Flow already integrates with over 500 different applications. It's designed to connect your entire digital life into one automated hub. And we're not talking about obscure apps you've never heard of. No, we're talking about the heavy hitters, the tools you and I use every single day. Things like Discord and Gmail, developer tools like GitHub, e-commerce giants like Shopify, and of course, social media like X. All right, theory's great, but let's put all these pieces together and see what this power actually looks like in the real world. Let's call this the smart community use case. So imagine this workflow. First, a trigger detects a new hot topic trending on GitHub or on X. An AI agent immediately jumps in to summarize what's happening and analyze if it's even relevant to your community. Then, and this is the cool part, a filter checks for positive sentiment, because we only want the good news. Finally, the agent posts that summary to your community, signed by your unique UID, by the way, and then pings everyone on Slack. That is a truly smart, autonomous workflow. Okay, so if this is sounding pretty compelling, you're probably wondering, how do I get started? Well, you've got a couple of different paths you can take. On one side, you can self-host the whole thing. This gives you the absolute ultimate in privacy and control. No one's looking over your shoulder. On the other side, if you just want to get up and running right now without messing with servers, you can use the WebForce Studio. It's a managed platform that lets you launch in just a few minutes. And this really brings us to the biggest takeaway here. The source material puts it perfectly. In the Web 4 era, you don't just browse, you orchestrate. It's about that shift, right? From being a passive consumer of the internet to becoming an active conductor of your own digital life. And that really just leaves us with one final, powerful question to think about. If you actually had a truly sovereign, intelligent digital workforce that answered only to you, what would you build with it? What kind of problems would you solve?